empower them and for them to give that message to other people. So if I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be here for on a spiritual level. Okay, which is why everybody is here. And the CIA, they don't tell you anything about metaphysical abilities or any of that crap, because they don't want people to know who they are. They just want you to work at McDonald's for the rest of your life, supporting some big corporation and not even questioning it. They don't even want you to question how mundane you're. Like, one of the worst things you could do is just not question anything and then just live your life working at a 9 to 5 and then just waste it and die. There's a difference between, like, that dude was creepy. There's a difference between working at a 9 to 5 and planning on having bigger things, but there's a difference between being content with it and not trying to grow. So I don't want to get too off track, but this is the message. It's basically sum it up. For people who are quote unquote targeted individuals, I prefer the term light workers, because that's what we are, basically. That's definitely what we are. Oh, we have this guy over here coming out. I don't know if he's waiting for me. Let's get over here. They know I'm recording, so they're not gonna do anything too crazy. I usually don't record when I'm biking. I don't know how many videos I'm gonna make. That's why I'm trying to put a whole bunch of stuff in this video. But just letting people know, work on what you can change within yourself to help you perceive things differently so that they don't affect you as much. Because they do things that shouldn't even be. You should be laughing at what they do. And you can anchor yourself just like they try to anchor you to fear. You could anchor your thoughts to whenever they do something to you, you feel like laughing. Because it's ridiculous. What they do is really ridiculous. And that's why they're mad at me, because I see right through it. So they know that they can't do anything psychological to me. They would have to literally just frame me, which they have tried to do. Like, I get it every other day, people trying to walk in front of my car and have an undercover cop right beside me, behind me, so that they could say that I hit them and I was negligent and I could be thrown in jail. But I know that I'm divinely protected. Just look at how many seagulls went over me. And I'm just talking about seagulls, and look at that. This is not another one too. One over me and one to the left of me. You guys, you have to understand, you see? That's the spiritual realm, the higher realms, telling me that I'm delivering this message to help people. Okay? I don't care about getting views. If I could help one person, that would make making this video worth it. If I could just help one person with their journey. And that dude is not even selling ice cream. He's always around everywhere. He's not even selling ice cream. He's always around my house everywhere he goes. Or he might be actually selling ice cream just to cover up the fact that he's not mainly there to sell ice cream. Okay, so you guys see that, right? You guys see all the cops? And normally you'll have a cop like, what are you doing? Why are you recording? They already know. Okay? They already know who I am. The CIA already knows who I am. They already know. They already know what's up. And they want me to be in prison because they know that I have the potential to help guide people out of this matrix that is supposed to just make us slaves and just drones for the rich elite. You know, you got, well, who do we got? We got, okay, the Rockefellers, we got the Rothschilds, we got the Federal Reserve, which is a private bank. So there's no regulations on that. All these bankers that influence people, and people think that the president actually controls America. It's a joke. Obama was most likely a Freemason. Just look at videos of him doing handshakes with people. And everybody in Congress, like 95%, probably even more than that. I got these people behind me. Probably even more than that. Are influenced by the CIA, because the CIA could get dirt on anybody. Don't think that they can't. They could just blackmail anybody, and the FBI, they could blackmail anybody with like an underage girl or whatever, and they're like, all right, now do exactly what I say, or else you're gonna go to prison for the rest of your life. Whatever. And a lot of them probably do illegal stuff anyway, so they probably don't even need to like frame them, because a lot of them do illegal stuff regardless. It's just the nature of politics. Okay, I said I was gonna sum up this message. I'm sorry if this is mostly just a video of my chin talking, but I really need to put at least one video out. Oh yeah, and another thing, which is a lot of people might get confused with the whole gang stalking thing. So the higher ups, the elites, there's a system in place with the cell phone towers all around the US to send electronic signals to people's minds, which is partially why they put chemtrails, because the chemtrails has nanotechnology that migrates to your brain. So when they have and this is what they do that will really fuck people up if they don't realize that it's happening. So they can actually influence people, to make them act like a gang stalker or whatever would act when they don't even know that they're doing that. And if you don't realize that they're doing this, it will make you crazy. So when you see somebody that seems to be like they're a gang stalker, they're not always one. I'm telling you, they're not always like a gang stalker. See, they stopped following me because they don't want to be recorded 4 times, the police following me, clearly following me. They don't even know what to do. Because if I record them, they're going to be caught doing something really bad. And I have other videos of them, an undercover cop flashing his spotlight behind me, so I can't even see where I'm going. And also another one driving the wrong way down a one-way, 2 or 3 times to try to intimidate me and scare me. And it actually did a little, because I didn't know what he was gonna do. I really didn't. I didn't know if he was gonna shoot me. But that's not psychological. That's just me scared that he's just gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but for all the people who are targeted, try not to think about it too much. They do shove themselves inside of your face. If you ignore them, they will try to get your attention, either by trying to act like they're going to hit you with the car. But after that, you need to understand the spiritual aspect to all of this. You got you see, look at this. This is crazy. You see, that guy doesn't even know what he's doing over there in the red SUV. You see, they mislead these people, and they don't know that they're harassing you, a lot of them. So if you focus on them, then you're just wasting your energy, which is part of what this is intended to do. Especially if they see you have high potential, they want to make sure that you waste your time and energy on them every day, because then you're not working towards your purpose. You're not working towards why you're supposed to be here. You're basically just wasting your time, basically. But obviously I know I'm doing something right when I see these messages from the higher realms, and I see like letters and stuff. Like those are messages sent from angels watching over you. And we're taught, none of us are taught any of this, you know. And this is actually the way things work, as far as us as spirits here having a physical experience to learn and grow, to help others, to wake others up. Another seagull, I'm not joking. Bro, this message is the truth. How would I have seagulls just following me like this? I live in, this is Chicago, in a residential area. I'm not by a beach. Like, you could go around here for months and not see, 8 seagulls or whatever, 6 seagulls like I just did. I'm telling you, I'm trying to help people out because they got a lot of us, quote unquote, targets. I'm gonna say light workers, because that's not an that's not an empowering term. You got the plane. It's not an empowering term. That's why they have it. And that's why they have gang stalking. Because if you imagine a gang of people following you, that also can instill fear into you. So these terms were coined by the CIA and spread throughout the media, throughout all the articles they have control over, which is all of them, all the major ones. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so what I was saying. So the cell phone towers and all that, the nanotech, they can actually send signals. Like if you're targeted, they can make it so that people react to you as like a gang stalker would. So that could really, you have to realize the mind control aspect. I think there was a movie called The Control Factor, which is talking about this sort of stuff. And that movie is based on actually what they're doing now. But they probably made it into a movie to subconsciously put it in people's minds that it can't be real. Because anything that's in a movie is not real. So if they put it in there, people are going to just automatically assume this is just fake. That can't really happen. Which is why a lot of the times they got, people doing Illuminati symbols and stuff and like joking about it on the news, major news programs about the Illuminati being, a big joke, to try to make it, try to make people subconsciously think that it's all a giant joke when it's actually true. They do all that. You see, like that. Some of these people are mind controlled into acting out. So, when you have people who are like being mind controlled, the best thing you can do is just ignore it and go on with your life. And when they get aggressive, just start recording them. Calm down, dogs. You see, they know. They know what's up. They don't want any of this smoke. But you guys need to stop being scared. And I don't mean that in like a, people might take that personally. I mean, I'm not trying to say that in like a aggressive sort of way. I'm saying that in a way to where it's not helpful. You see, another seagull. I can't believe it. Another seagull. I'm telling you, I've never seen this many seagulls until recording this video. I swear to God, in a row, just going around the neighborhood. And not only that, but I'm like meant to notice them. I could just be riding and not notice them. Another one over there. Okay, so work on your mind. Work on your mind and how you perceive things. Okay? know that mind control is real, and they've been trying to do it and perfected the Illuminati for years, and they're professionals. They're actually really good at it, very good. And a lot of this is a divide and conquer strategy to just keep us fighting amongst the stupid gang stalkers who don't even have the right information, you know. And then we have the bigger people like the bankers just laughing, looking at us fight, you know, in like a Target or a Walmart. So the bigger picture is to like lower the collective consciousness of the entire world, lower the frequency, you know, because you have people arguing, you know, you might think the frequency doesn't matter that much, one isolated incident of you getting mad at somebody in a Target, but when they have that on a mass scale, it lowers the collective consciousness, the collective frequency of the entire the world, because that's happening everywhere. And when you lower the frequency, that allows these, you know, these demons, these hyperdimensional whatever, you can call them demons, you can call them negative entities, that allows them to control people. When you're angry, when you're fearful, and they most likely have control of these rich families. You know, they're using demonic energy to carry out their plans for control of the world. So, what you can do, like I said, train your mind, deprogram yourself, anchor what they do. If it's just purely psychological, like if you see a police car, just play like circus music on your phone when you see it, and you'll realize that you'll start to anchor that image to laughter. Because in reality, they're not going to do anything. They're just there because they're anchoring your thoughts to that image of a police car. Another seagull. I'm telling you, going straight over me. Straight over me. Okay? So they're just anchoring your thoughts. So you need to work on your mind. Because the gang stalkers, the people you see at Walmart that just do some stupid shit, they don't know the giant picture. And that is to waste our energy, us light workers, every single day. So instead of actually doing our purpose, which they know, they can just tell. If you're a light worker, you know, and the demons, another seagull, and the demons, it's crazy. You see, and another plane, they know the message that I'm saying. They don't want us to carry out our purpose. And you see, loud music and stuff. They don't want us to carry out our purpose. So if you're just constantly focusing on some idiot at a store that just is doing something retarded, that's your energy. That's important. All right, the guy over here. Your energy and time is, it's not money. Your energy and time are the most important things in your life, because how do people become basketball players? How do people become, tennis players, golfers? They use their time and their energy and put that towards practicing every day. So the elites, which the gang stalkers don't know, they just told that you're, there's a false profile on you, and they get to be part of some secret, fucking stupid ass policing shit that they don't know the bigger picture of. But they want us to waste our time and our energy every single day on them. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's hard, so don't feel bad if you do pay attention to them. But once you indulge in it, then, you're really just, giving all the power to them when you had, you didn't have to. You could have just gave them a little bit of your attention and then realize that you did that and then stop. So, don't make yourself feel bad, because it's a process. One of the worst things you could do is beat yourself up over feeling like you're not doing enough or you're not good enough. or you messed up and then start beating yourself up, because that's the whole point of us being human. We're not robots. It's good that you messed up, because that shows you're not a robot, because the only people that don't mess up are robots, and that's not the point of life, to be a robot. So it's good that you messed up, and don't indulge in it. Focus on training your mind and realizing that that's the biggest thing they use against you, to waste your time. And I'm not just saying that everything is that, because they vandalize your car. I mean, they break into your house, so you have to fight back. You have to get video cameras. You have to let them know that what they're doing is illegal. You know, they try to make you feel bad, like you deserve this, which you don't. What they're doing is highly illegal. And not all the police know about it. It's mostly done through secret societies, Freemasons, the Illuminati, the New World Order, because it's in other countries, so it's not just the CIA or FBI, but they got their tentacles inside of the CIA and FBI. They're higher than the CIA and FBI, these people. They're way higher. You know? It's crazy. Become spiritual. So learn to retrain your mind and not focus your energy on them. But also, you do have to, when it gets to the point of them like vandalizing your car or doing things that you can't simply ignore, like the psychological stuff. So record them, put it on YouTube, spread the message. Don't waste your, you don't need to explain to neighbors that you're not a bad person. They need to explain why they're doing what they're doing to you when you haven't even done anything. Embed it in your head that what they're doing is wrong, because they want you to get some type of fucking Stockholm syndrome, to the point where you start thinking that you deserve this, which, even if you did even if you did something bad, there are like people who do things bad, and then another single going right over me. There are people who do things bad and then don't even have this done to them, is what I'm trying to say. Like, these people, what they make you out to be, that's what these people are. Pedophiles, evil people. You know, and people don't realize the influence that, the demonic realm has over people. They don't have no idea. So people can easily get influenced to act like they don't want to. I see it in my parents too. They influence them because they're at a lower frequency. You see, these demons, these like negative spirits, they cannot control people who are of high frequency. So they influence, these rich families and stuff, have them get into power and stuff to run these programs, to keep people arguing, to keep people mad, to keep people angry, to create division, to pin us against each other. And it's all to lower, which the gang stalkers don't even know they're contributing to their own life's, demise. They don't even know. They just think that they're like this secret policing force that gets to do some cool shit against people who are supposedly bad. So when you focus on them, they don't even know, so they can't even answer you really truthfully. So I suggest not confronting them. Just go on about your day and record them constantly. Constantly record them. Get a body cam. Some of them aren't too expensive. Get a body cam. Put your cell phone on airplane mode so they can't corrupt it, and then save the file on your computer. So just to put some bullet points, because this is a long video. Become more spiritual. Even if you're religious, I'm not going to tell people to like stray from their religion, but meditate, and you could also become spiritual too while being religious. Even though I'm not religious, that's fine. Work on your mind and how you perceive things. And how things that, you just see physically affect you. Put your time and energy into things that improve your life. So it's fine if you have a bad day and focus on them for a little while, but don't indulge in it. Because the reason you're here is to evolve and, grow every single day. That's why one of the worst things you can do is just work at a McDonald's for your entire life and then die, because you're not growing. And you don't have to grow in such a major way every day. You could just read a book. You could learn new information. You don't have to be Martin Luther King. But if you do the same thing every day, you're not growing. Don't devote your time and energy to these gang stalkers, because they don't know that they're just there to distract you. That's why they're there, to distract you, to keep you off your purpose, to waste your energy, to waste your time. They don't know that. The elite, they know that, and they know what they're doing, and they're very smart at a lot of the stuff that they do. And I don't want to compliment them, but they actually are, okay? Which is why we need to become knowledgeable ourselves, because without knowledge, you can't even fight the problem if you lack the knowledge. Okay, so we need to educate ourselves. We need to spread our message to other people, not in an egotistical way. Okay, because it's not about ego. It's about not letting humanity be controlled and stuff. Oh, there's a guy over here. I don't want to freak this guy out. I might turn around. I'm gonna go over here. No trespassing. So okay, some bullet points. Meditate, become spiritual, look up metaphysical abilities, metaphysical laws. I don't know what the hell that guy's doing. Work on training your mind. Training your mind not to react. You see, I don't want to be recording people, but just like this dude over here. They're okay, so there's a look. Color sensitization. Why is it? I'm gonna try to expand. This is gonna be a long ass video, but if you don't, you could click off if you want. But I'm just gonna expand on the point of retraining your mind. Okay, why is it that you don't get mad when you see somebody? These dogs, man. You see these dogs are everywhere I go. Why is it that you don't get mad when you see somebody dressed in yellow? Okay, because you're not supposed to be sensitized to yellow. But think about, what is it really when you get mad? They're not threatened to punch you or anything. So it's basically just an anchor that they're anchoring you to that color to make you feel a certain way, to deplete your energy, to make you waste your time and stuff. When in reality, it doesn't really matter, man. It doesn't really matter. If you train your mind enough. You see, we got these these demons are trying to mess up my message. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna say what I want to say. We got cars over here. I'm saying what I'm gonna want to say. I just gotta wait. You see, they're trying to mess up my message right now, because they know I'm speaking the truth, or else this wouldn't even be happening. Okay, look, ideally, if you deprogram your brain to react, okay, they're probably going to increase the attacks, but you're going to be growing spiritually and realizing that they can't control your mind, which is going to make them mad. That's why you need to record, because get ready to record when you become spiritually, guided and you grow, because then they're going to start getting mad knowing that you're becoming more powerful. They're going to get more scared of you. Because they know that their psychological stuff isn't going to work. So they have to try to bring you down physically by doing stuff like vandalizing your car and stuff like that. But just know, even if that does happen, that means that they're scared. So that should empower you and not scare you. you know, because these people